Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper, and it's time to talk to Braglin again and see what he has to say about the Golden Host.
The first crossing was a success then. Good, good.
That means it is time for the second, smaller company to cross the Anduin. I will bring you to meet them. After all, you would be assisting these elves with the transport of Mazog to Dol Guldur, and the way will be fraught with danger. Let me know when you are ready, and I will introduce you to them. Alright, let's see who my companions
Are you ready
are.
to meet the party responsible for bringing Mazog to Dol Guldur?
Are you ready to meet the company? I will bring you to them and make the introductions. Alright then.
The golden host of LOTRO has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second smaller party must follow in its wake. These are the elves of the Hidden Guard, chosen to bring the prisoner Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur.
Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined that the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago they once did. They have selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through the Mirkwood of Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy in the fortress. I will bring you to these elves, this hidden guard, as they make their preparations. Alright, so this way, Pinestone, and I will introduce you to the Hidden Guard. And we'll be traveling with the Hidden Guard through much of Book 9. The Hidden Guard is composed of 5 elves, chosen for their skill in various disciplines. You too will be a member of the Hidden Guard. I know your help will be invaluable. Yes. Now I need to speak with each of these. So first of these is Sigileth. The knives I wield thirst for the blood of orcs. It will be an effort not to give them that of Mazog. Alright, so she isn't exactly a friend of Mazog, I see. I am Sigileth Pinestone, and I know already of your deeds. You are welcome to accompany us on this errand, though I have my doubts as to its wisdom. It is sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own in the cages of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his allies seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it is not the place of Sigileth to question. Alright, so that's Sigileth. Here's Radir. I can bring us to the secret way of Dol Guldur, if any elf can. I did it once before, long ago. Okay. It is a pleasure to meet you, Pinestone. I know that you will be of great asset to us during this errand. If we are to bring the orc leader to Dol Guldur with the hope that we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners, we must do so in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist a determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. And now our third member is Akardor. My brother Fangris was slain by orcs that came down from the mountains following the company that sought refuge in the Golden Wood recently, and I desire to end Mazog's life myself. It pains me to know that we must turn him over to his allies, and I have argued long against it already. I petitioned Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoner, but he denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him did he change his mind. I do not know what she said, but I am grateful to her for it. Now I would keep a close eye upon Mazog for the duration of the journey, and if he gives me the slightest reason, I will take vengeance upon him. Alright. So that's Braglin. The elves of the Hidden Guard were chosen for their varied expertise in a number of areas. Sigileth for her skill in melee combat, and Radair for his expert tracking ability. Were it my decision, I might have let Arkador join the main force of the Maladrim rather than the Hidden Guard, given the recent tragedy of his brother's death. But I am sure Lady Galadriel has her own reasons for speaking on his behalf, and believes he will be an important part of the Hidden Guard. I will bring you to the rest of the company. All right. Come with me, Pinestone. I will introduce you to the last two members. Isuriel has offered strategic advice, and I do not know why exactly, but I believe she thought others might be better suited for leadership. I do not know... Yeah, okay. So here we go. First we'll talk to Kukuran. My bow, Kumes, is the deadliest I have ever crafted. I have sworn never to fire it in anger. He has sworn never to fire it in anger? You make your deadliest bow ever, and you swear never to fire it in anger? Alright. Welcome, Pinestone. We are the Hidden Guard, formed by order of Lord and Lady, and it is our mission to bring Mazak to the gates of Dol Guldur, there to trade his life for those of the prisoners held in that fortress. Secrecy is our watchword, and surprise is our ally. Isuriel has told me already of your great deeds. I know you will be a vital member of the Hidden Guard on this journey. Alright, so he is our archer for ranged combat, and here is our leader. The history of the elves and dwarves is tumultuous. This errand may serve to heal some hurts. Megavanan, Pinestone, it is good to see you again, and I welcome you to the ranks of the Hidden Guard. The knives of Siglith, the bow of Kukuran, the path to knowledge of Radair, and the strong will of Arkador will see this mission through, and the friendship between Mori and Lothlorien will be stronger for it. Let the enemy quake when he learns of the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden Guard until we be at the gates of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazak. Yes. Apparently, their weapon is surprise. Just surprise. It will be my pleasure to guide the Hidden Guard across the river on this, the first step of our journey. May it end in victory. Alright. We have made the crossing, Pinestone. The dwarves should be just ahead with the captive. Let us greet them and discuss the plans for the journey. Alright. This way, Pinestone. The dwarves must be just ahead. I hope Broin and the dwarves understand the importance of this errand's secrecy. The dwarves of the Iron Garrison are not known for their subtlety. Yeah, that's true. The dwarves and their captive are just ahead, and I fear they have been waiting a while. Alright, and here they are. And Mazak! Hello, Mazak! Let me wave to Mazak. Hello! You've already known my ally Pinestone and Rune-keeper of great worth and bravery. We do. I am Broin, son of Broger, and these are the brothers Greyhammer. We go to Dol Guldur to trade the Orc Mazak for the freedom of my cousin Bori. I am to understand you know the paths of this unpleasant forest? I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. The elves of my company, the Hidden Guard, will bring Mazak there by these paths. Alright, that's good. You will not make it a league! The Orcs of Mirkwood descend upon you and free me! Latu Gazamursh Bagul! I'll be silent. He is frightened, though it is not of us. Think you with Cyril? It is the strength of we dwarves that frightens him. Surely it is. No, Broin. Mazog is frightened of being brought to Dol Guldur. But why are his allies not there? What could cause him to fear that place? That makes me all the more eager to bring him there. Let him quake upon the road. Come here, Pinestone. At last we are underway. If you have faith in the elves, this hidden guard, then I will as well. May our journey through Mirkwood be swift, and our return trip all the swifter, with Bori and the other captives hale and hearty. Let us see the camp these elves have made. There will be little in the way of dwarf comforts there in the dark woods, but I will do my best I may not to complain. A great journey awaits us. All right. And we are back here. See what she has to say.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
It is now begun, Pinestone. For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark on this journey. May both aims of the Maladrim see victory in the end. The rescue of the prisoners held by the enemy in Dol Guldur, and the delay of an attack out of Mirkwood upon Lothlorien. We will do all that we can to see both of these done.
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
We must ensure that the orcs of Mirkwood do not learn of Mazog's presence beneath these eaves, or they will surely launch an attack upon us in such numbers we cannot repel them. To the southeast are 2 forts from which the orcs of Mirkwood maintain a watch over this part of the forest. Search any coffers you find at Bazululur and Akshir's Mauflug for orc communications, and defeat any of these Targash that you find in the Mirkweaves as you do. If you can return to me with any plans or messages that mentions Mazog, we can determine how to proceed. If they are unaware that we have brought him under Moria, we will need to act quickly to survive. Alright? So I need to find a coffer in one of 2 places that contains information about Mazog, and I need to defeat some Targlash orcs. We also have him here who... Does he have anything for us?
Stay a moment.
We took the orcs by surprise when we landed, and quickly routed them into the forest. However, we believe they may either have another camp nearby or are preparing a retaliatory assault, for we have recently seen goblin scouts on occasion. We have dispatched our own patrols to find their camp, but we have thus far been unsuccessful. If you would, scour the Mirk Eaves for these elusive scouts. Perhaps they may carry some clue as to the camp's whereabouts. They have a mastery of stealth, so it may be difficult to find them. Also, you should speak with Thalthenfell and Farniel for the Ekot Sirion. They may have other tasks for you. Okay. Oh, and here are the rep vendors. Now, these rep vendors require neutral standing. I know, really whip-de-doo. You need to do lots of stuff to get neutral standing. Not.
How may I be of service to you?
So I do have some leaves, and let's see, what can I get for these? Looks like I can get some legendary items. Well,
May I help you?
right, what do you have for a Rune-keeper? They also have class travel skills, just in case you have a warden or a... And this requires, what, level 62 and acquaintance. So not all the ones here require, so there are some of these that do require acquaintance, but the legendary items here, they don't. So I have 3 choices of rune stones. Level 61 stones, which right now I've got level 58, so it is actually a step up. let's see, how am I doing in this? 22, 43, 35, 53, 53. Yeah, this is, let's see, minimum level 53. I'll probably just break one of these apart and start a new one. That's the tricky thing, deciding when to throw out items and when not to. And what's the third guy have?
May I help you?
He has mainly potions and a couple other things. I certainly don't need him past. I managed to get lucky with a Hobbit gift just before today's show, so I gotta have some Find Madam's Hunter's trousers now. Alright, let's see. Here we go.
Will you lend me your ear?
It is good that you have come. Our forces swept through this area like a storm, but we were unable to signal our kindred in Lothlorien that all went well. If you would, I have a task for you. Take this banner of Falug to the ruins of the Orc Tower overlooking the Anduin to the south of here, and brace it with stones. Surely you'll find a suitable pile of stones there. When our banner flies over, our kindred will see. When they do this, return to me. Alright, good. And, I do want to make sure I grab the stable master.
What can I do for you?
Of course, I don't have anything that goes here yet, but I will be as I go deeper. And I think I can set that there. And what else do I need? Alright, we have another quest up here. So we'll see what's up for us down there. Up there. Some direction from there. Okay.
Mind my words, traveler.
If you have a moment, Pinestone, I would like to speak to you. Our forces landed recently upon the shore and drove off the orcs after a mighty battle. However, many dark creatures have been seen lurking upon these shores still. Many wargs and Kraban rove these marquees, undoubtedly spying for the enemy of Dol Guldur. These eyes of Dol Guldur must be blinded to our movements. If you would purge the Kraban and wargs of these shores, I will be most grateful. Be wary upon your task, for goblin scouts also roam the beaches, and they may ambush you. Yes, I got another quest involving them. Alright, so next time, I am going to plant the banner, kill a few Kraban and wargs, search for some information about Mazog, and if I stumble into any goblin scouts, I may be able to pick up a token or 3. But that'll all be on our next episode of Pineleaf Plays, the Rune-keeper.